Space. It's all around us, and a large portion of it is residing inside of our board game boxes. I mean, with so many boxes trapping so much extra space around the components that they carry, games can become disorganized as you carry them to your various destinations, or roll them across the floor to your various destinations. Fortunately, there is a solution to help keep your components categorized on their travels to and from the table or the floor. An insert. And in this episode of The Component Proponent, we'll be taking a look at an insert for a game that's all about claiming space, Star Wars Rebellion.
Saving your game from the mundane, the component proponent, yeah.
Today, we will be taking a look at an accessory that's designed to keep other components nice and cozy, the Star Wars Rebellion insert by ZenBins. Now, this insert has been provided by our co-sponsor and friend of the show, Top Shelf Gamer. So thank you guys for helping to keep the components coming for the show. Star Wars Rebellion is an excellent candidate for a custom-designed insert because the game includes just a luxurious number of bits, including an oversized game board that's split into two sections, 10 custom dice, more than 170 cards, 25 leader standees, and 170 plastic miniatures. That's a lot of stuff to organize. But even with all of the components that are included with the game's oversized box still provides more than enough room for all of its pieces, allowing them to move around haphazardly if not secured. So, this game would benefit from a solution that not only secures its components while transporting the game, but also organizes them to help expedite setup and make things easier to find while playing. Does the ZenBins insert do that? Well, let's take a look. The ZenBins insert for Star Wars Rebellion actually includes 4 vacuum-formed plastic trays. Now, first, simple plastic trays seemed to me to be pretty basic and unimpressive. But upon closer inspection, I discovered several thoughtful design features that are built into these trays that surprised and impressed me. First of all, the ambiguously shaped compartments in the trays are embossed with graphic descriptions of which pieces go into them. This is helpful because to really use these trays to their full potential, you'll need to pack them into the box in a very specific way. Which brings me to the second feature that I appreciated, a labeled reference photo that demonstrates where each piece should go. Now, this may not seem like a really big thing, but I'm always surprised by how many inserts don't include a diagram explaining which component each compartment was designed to hold. So, the diagram's nice. But what makes it clever? This is actually a really big sticker, which you can stick inside the lid of your box for safekeeping. Impressive. Most impressive. I thought we agreed we weren't going to do any Star Wars quotes this time. And while you're packing the game's components into the trays, you'll find that they are designed to hold either sleeved or unsleeved cards. And the various compartments have rounded edges, which makes the components really easy to access. Yet another clever little detail. And when they're all filled up, the trays fit snugly back into the box, where they'll keep all of the game's components secure and in place if you've made sure to follow all of the instructions. Because in order for the inserts to properly secure the game's components, one of the game's 2 boards must be placed on top of the Empire's trays, and the other of the game's boards placed on top of the Rebels' trays. Failure to do so will result in a mess if the box is ever bumped, jostled, or looked at sternly during transport. So now that you have your copy of Star Wars Rebellion all packed up nice and tight in its box, we've seen all that there is to appreciate about this insert, right? No, because the design of these trays also makes them useful when playing the game too. Instead of pouring out problematic piles of pieces, I can have my miniature empire neatly organized right there on the table before me, ready to be mobilized. Cards can even be stood up in the tray for easy reference or to save on table space. So there's an overview of the Star Wars Rebellion insert designed by Zen Bins and available through Top Shelf Gamer. Now, I have to admit that prior to making this video, I've always been skeptical of vacuum-formed plastic inserts for board games. But recent ones, such as this one, and the one for Mechs vs. Minions, have started to open my mind towards them. And the Star Wars Rebellion insert in particular is an excellent design, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for a storage solution and a setup solution for Star Wars Rebellion. If you have any questions or comments about this Star Wars Rebellion insert, let me know in the comments below. And if there's a component upgrade that you think is worth talking about, tell me about it in those same comments or at components@pairofdiceparadise.com. I welcome your suggestions and may even feature them in an upcoming episode. Until then, for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to subscribe to the Pair of Dice Paradise YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Twitter to continue the conversations there as well. And consider supporting the channel through our Pod Pledge fundraising campaign. Until next time, I've been Chaz Marlar, your component proponent. So that's the Zen Bins insert for Star Wars Rebellion. Now that my game is so well organized, I look forward to actually playing it. Unfortunately, as of the time of this recording, I've still been having trouble tracking down a high-quality instructional video for the game on YouTube. Well, I don't know. Maybe someday someone will make a tutorial video for it. Till then, I guess I'll just have to continue watching it being played.